Hi dears, how are you? Hope you are doing fine. In this video, we are going to start a new part of our lesson, which is seed germination. Let us start first by looking at the objectives. As a student, you have to label the parts of a seed. Then you have to order and describe the steps of seed germination. So, are you ready to start? Yes, let's start here now. So, what do you see here in these two pictures? As we see, we have seeds. Excellent. What do you know about these seeds? Seeds have different shapes. Excellent. For example, the shape of the seed in pumpkin is flat and oval, but the seeds in papaya have round shape. Excellent. What's about the sizes? Also, if I take another example, here I take the almond from this picture. The size is different from the size of the seeds inside the tomato, which is very small. And about the color, for example, of tomato is yellow a little bit, but the papaya, the color is, the seeds in papaya is what? Black. So what do we conclude? Seeds have different shapes, sizes, and colors. Excellent, guys. Now, also from previous part of our lesson, we know what are the parts of a seed. If you did the experiment about the seeds, you will get that the seed has three main parts. Don't forget, all seeds have different shapes, sizes, and colors, but all seeds have these three parts. First, as we see, if I take the seed out of the water, I will remove first its seed coat. So the first part is called the seed coat, this part. Later, if I try to open the seed, I will see two different parts. The first one, which is look like a green part, this one is called a baby plant. But the big part, which is found like a yellow a little bit here, is the what? Stored food. Excellent, guys. These are the three parts of a seed. Don't forget them. The seed coat that covers the seed, the baby plant which is found inside it, and the stored food, the big part of this seed. These are the three parts. All seeds have these three parts. Don't forget that. Now, what do you know about their functions? I know. And you know what is the function of each part? Excellent, guys. So what is the function of the seed coat? As we know, the seed coat covers the seed, which means the seed coat protects the seed from any damage. What's about embryo or the baby plant? This baby plant, because it's called baby plant, later it will become a new plant. Excellent. So this embryo or the baby plant always grows upward to make a new plant. Excellent, guys. And this baby plant takes its food from where? Sure, from the food stores, or I can say the stored food. Excellent. So the stored food, the baby plant will use it while it's growing up. I hope you understand it well. Now let us move to a new part in our lesson, which is called the seed germination. Let's start here. What is the meaning of seed germination? Or what is seed germination? If I look here at the picture, we can know what is the meaning of seed germination. First, I have a seed. I put the seed inside the soil. What happens? The seed started to grow, to grow, to grow, to make a big plant. Later, this big plant will produce fruits. And what do we have inside these fruits? We have seeds. Excellent. So seed germination is when I put the seed inside the soil, it started to grow in order to make a new plant. This is called a seed germination. When a seed is sown into moist soil, it begins to grow. In order to make what? In order to make a new plant. Let us together now, guys, learn what are the steps of seed germination. The first step here, if I look at this picture, what do we see? We can see seed which is found in the soil. So the first step of seed germination is to put the seed inside the soil. What happens later? Let us see. As you know, when the seed is inside the soil, it started to grow. What is the first part that it grows in the seed? As I see, I have a part that grows downward, and in the next picture the same, the downward part. What do we call this part? This is a root. And how are these roots? They are tiny roots. Excellent. So these are tiny roots grow downward. So the next step is when a tiny root grows downward. Good. What do we have next? As I see in these two pictures, I have a part that started to grow what? Upward. Excellent. Here we have the upward part, and in the next picture also we have the upward part. What do we call this upward one? It's above the soil. This is the stem. Excellent. And also if I look at this stem, what do we have? What are these? These are leaves. Excellent. So the next step is when this stem grows upwards and some leaves appear. Excellent, guys. As the plant grows, it becomes a big plant. It has the following parts: the roots under the ground, we have the stem above the soil, we have leaves, and this plant also has a flower which later changes into a fruit and the seeds inside the fruits. So a bigger plant grows in this step. Finally, we get that the plant makes seeds inside buds or in its fruits. What do you conclude here? All these steps make the seed germination. When the seed is inside the soil, it grows first by growing its roots, which grow downward, then the stem grows upward and some leaves appear. Later, the plant will become a big plant which grows flowers, and these flowers will later change into a fruits, and there is seed inside these fruits. So all these steps make the seed germination. Don't forget seed germination when the seed changes into a new plant. Now guys, together let us practice this exercise, page 68 in your book. We have to number the steps in the correct order. The steps of what? Of seed germination. And which seed? A bean seed. So we have 5 pictures, which means there are 5 steps. So I have to number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. The first step is when the seed inside the soil. So this is number 1. The next step is when the roots grow downward, and this is the next one. The third step is when the stem grows upward. Excellent. So this is number 3. After that, the leaves appear and the plant become a big plant, which is number 4, this figure. And finally, the big plant produce or gives fruits, and the seeds will be inside this fruit or inside buds. So this is the last step, which is number 5. Good guys. Excellent. Now, referring to the first exercise, I have to write the number of the drawing next to its sentence. The seed is in the soil. Which one? The seed is in the soil. This is the first step. The root grows downward. Which step is the number 2? Excellent. After that, the stem grows up and leaves appear. After 2, which is the 3. Excellent, guys. A bigger plant grows now. Which step? Number 4. Good. The plant now makes seeds inside buds. So this is the last step, which is number 5. Excellent. Now guys, if I look at page 69, I have these pictures. What I conclude from these pictures? First, if I take seeds, such as lentil seeds, if I use these seeds in order to make seed germination, the seeds grow into what? Into a plant. Excellent. The seed will grow into a plant. First, how is this plant? Big plant or tiny plant? Sure, as I see, first it grows into a tiny plants, and later these tiny plants will grow into bigger plants. Excellent. So seeds grow into tiny plants. The tiny plants or the tiny plant grows into a big plant, as I see in these 3 pictures. We have seeds. If I put these seeds inside the soil, we will see later the tiny plants of this lentil seeds, which are called lentil seedlings, means a small plants from this seed. Later, they will become lentil plants, which are the big plants. Together, guys, if we open our book, also page 69, we have to see this exercise and then we have to solve it. I have to draw to show what comes next. If I look well here, I have apple fruit. What do we have inside this apple fruit? We have seeds. If I take these seeds and I put them inside the soil, what happens? The seed will make seed germination. Excellent. It started to grow into a new plant. Excellent. Should first I have to see a tree, a big apple tree, for example, or I have to see a small plant called apple plant? Sure, excellent guys. We have to see apple plant. Later, this plant will grow and grow and grow to become a bigger plant. What do we get from this? If I take the seeds of apple, so which plant I have to get? Which tree I have to get? I have to write the name of this tree. Which tree? Excellent, the apple tree. And what should I draw inside the box? The apple tree. Good guys, excellent. So the seeds, I have to take the seed, I put it inside the soil, the seed started to grow. First, it will give us a plant, then it will give us a tree. Example, I take here the apple seeds. If I take, for example, the tomato seeds, which plant I have to get? A tomato plant. Excellent. If I take, for example, orange seed, I have to take the seeds, grow it inside the soil, so I will get orange plant, a small plant for orange. Then this orange plant will become orange tree. Excellent, guys. You can give any example you want. Now let us see what do we have next. We have an extra exercise. I have to label this plant. What are the parts of this plant? First, what is the first part which is found under the soil? We have the roots. Excellent. The next part which is above the soil, we have the stem. Then, as we know from the seed germination, when the stem grows upward, some leaves appear. And where are the leaves here? These, the green part. If I have one leaf, two will shed leaves. Then we will get the flower. Excellent. And the flower later will changes into fruit. Excellent. These are the parts of the plant. Don't forget them. And each plant comes from seed. Where are these seeds? Are found inside the fruits or inside the buds. Now guys, I want to say for you, thank you for watching this video. Now you can solve the extra exercises as a worksheet, and I hope you understand it well. You can see this video as much as you want in order to memorize the parts and the steps of seed germination. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye and stay safe.